Oh, hi there, big boys, and welcome to my review of the Copper Canyon's Dixie Dash. I don't know why. Apparently, this is a port of a VR game, which might explain why the name's a bit weird. Because I think the original game's called Copper Canyon VR. I don't know, but this is it's alright, I suppose. It's a first-person shooter, very arcadey, first-person shooter. There's not a story really, but I mean they might pretend there is, but there isn't. And the game is very, very repetitive. You do the same thing in each map, and there's not very long of them. There's not many maps. There's 3 of them, and each one takes about half an hour. So you're looking at max an hour and a half, probably less, to be honest. And I mean there are 3 different difficulties, to be fair, but that doesn't count for anything really these days. That's expected. So you know. But yeah, what else is there to say? So yeah, there's also a boss at the end of each level, and that boss is incredibly boring, and he has got some attack patterns that are a bit different to the rest of the other characters, but yeah, every boss is the same except he has more of a shield, and the last one took me 6 minutes I think to fight against, whereas the other ones were like more like 2. So that was pretty much it, and that was great fun, I can guarantee that. And yeah, when you're not fighting bosses, you're fighting against waves of enemies which spawn randomly. Shoot the head off, and they might wobble about for a bit. It's quite fun watching them wobble because they're little robots. Aim assist is really powerful in this game. You can pretty much just move the right stick wherever you want, and it's just gonna eventually find an enemy, and that's, to be fair, probably a good thing given this is a Switch game and Joy-Cons are not the best at that sort of thing, and it made the game a hell of a lot easier. But I think it could have been toned down a bit. It's still a bit much, a bit absurd, and yeah. There's a dash mechanic where on the left side of the screen you can use dash, and it will slow down time, and it will go to whichever enemy is near you, and you can do it up to 3 times in a row, I think. It's pretty fun, to be fair. I quite enjoyed it. Probably made the game 1 out of 10 slightly better, which was good. And the game just was a bit boring, repetitive. I just felt like there was nothing new I earned from this game, really. The graphics were alright though. I mean, the game looked decent enough. It ran at 30, which isn't great, but for a first-person game on Switch, that's fine, I suppose. And it looked decent enough, bit blurry at times, but the cartoony style made up for it. And there's also 2 different other types of guns. There's a sniper, which is useless. I don't see the point, because as I said earlier, aiming at the head is actually worse than aiming for the body for some reason. And there's also dual shotguns, which are way more fun, which I quite enjoyed. And yeah, I mean, what else? I don't know what else to say really. It's just that is it. It's incredibly short, and I mean, it's not really worth the money, I don't think, to be honest, when there's better shooters on basically any device ever. And you can kind of tell it's a port of VR game because of the fact that it's a wave shooter, which a lot of VR shooters are. But it's fine, I suppose. It's alright. I mean, I wouldn't completely recommend it, but I expected worse, and I didn't. I mean, there was moments where I enjoyed it. You get like a score at the end, and it's all quite satisfying, but I don't know, it just felt a bit uninspired and a bit boring, but you know, had its moments for sure. So yeah, that was I don't like that name either. The Copper Canyon Dixie Dash. So thanks for watching, big boys. It's an important time, and bye.